The Muffin Man is seated at the table in the laboratory of the Utility Muffin Research Kitchen.
Welcome to Test Kitchen, okay? And in Test Kitchen this week, I'm going to make that frittata that I had posted the pictures of, okay? But anybody can make a frittata, right? But what we're going to do is I'm going to put a sliced potato underneath it, and we're going to flip it over, add our egg mixture on there with all of our vegetables, and then bake it in the oven, okay? That's the tricky part with the potato. I've never made one with the potato underneath before, like I made last week, okay? I did that last week. But I want to show this because I got a lot of people commenting on it, saying that they enjoyed it. Can you use sweet potato? What type of potato can I use? You could use any kind of potato you want, okay? That's the great thing about cooking. You know, somebody makes a recipe and they think that it's theirs, but you know what? Somebody did it somewhere else at another time, you know? It's just crazy, you know, or a variation of what you did, they did. You just make everything your own and make it easy for you to make, okay? Now in the test kitchen today, when we make this frittata, what I have here that's going into it is orange bell pepper diced, a red bell pepper diced, a yellow squash diced, okay? I have a half a bag of spinach, and I have a diced red tomato, some salt and pepper. I have 8 eggs with 4 ounces of half and half in them, okay? And as much as you can do this to it, do it. If you want to put a mixer in it, you can put a mixer in it. Don't make it too airy though, but you want to do this as much as you can, okay? And we're going to use a little olive oil in the pan. I'm going to get to the potatoes, and we're going to do the potatoes right now. Don't forget the salt and white pepper. Okay, of course, here it comes, my mandolin. Okay? Best tool since sliced bread. And what I'm going to use is a red bliss potato. While I'm doing that, while I'm going to be cutting these, I just put my fire on the pan, and I'm going to put about 2 tablespoons of olive oil in the pan. So this gets hot. I'm going to move it around, okay? And now I'm going to do my potatoes. Okay? This is the test to see how easy we can make it and how good it's going to come out. In the meantime, while you're watching me slice these potatoes, preheat your oven to 375 and make sure you could use your middle shelf, okay? All right? I'm being very careful because I'm trying not to cut myself because this is very sharp, okay? Okay, I had like 8 small red potatoes that I'm using in this dish, just to cover the bottom. Let's see that. Okay, putting this in the sink. See my potatoes here? Okay, I'm going to take that and salt and pepper. with my salt and pepper. Okay, salt and pepper in those. Okay, now I'm going into the pan. Okay, I have my tongs and a spoon nearby in case I need to use it to move them around. Okay. Alright, I know I'm putting my hands in the pan here and touching it, but at one time in my life I was able to put my fingers on the fingertips of a fryer at 400 degrees and it didn't bother me. That was back in the day. Okay, so now I got a thin layer of potatoes here. Okay, you could use your spatula. Okay, if you don't want to use your hand, use your spatula and make it round. Make it nice and round. This is going to be a vegetarian's delight. Wow. This is going to be a vegetarian's delight, this dish. Okay? Now, those are all salt and peppered. And we're going to let that cook. And we're going to let them brown a bit. Okay, I'm going to rinse my hands off. And I'm going to serve this frittata with the soup that I just made in the quickie. In the quickie, the French onion soup. Okay? I'm going to pick this up and move it out of the way. I'm going to put down another saute pan, like so. Let me back that up so you can see both of them. Okay? I'm going to hit this with a little bit of olive oil. Okay? And while these potatoes are cooking, you see how that whole thing is moving? We want the starch to make it all stick together. That's what we're looking for. But we don't want to burn it. We just want to brown it. Okay, because we're going to have to turn this over, put all the egg mixture on it. Okay, so now I put this on medium heat right now. I had it on high, and I put it on medium. I got this going. I'm going to add the peppers, onions, and squash, the tomato. And once this starts to get going, I'm going to throw the spinach in that. Okay? In the meantime, I'm going to hit this up with a little bit of salt and pepper also. Okay? Okay, I can almost, it's hard to pick this up. Red potatoes are tough. They're not as starchy as other potatoes. So we'll see if how this works. The last time I did it, I used regular russets. But I like the red potatoes. I had them. I had those 8 potatoes left, and I want to clean out my fridge a bit. So that's what I'm using. So we're going to figure out a way to turn this over into another pan. Okay? And if we have to use another pan to do it, we will. And I'll show you a technique to do that if it's not sticking together, which will be a good part of the test kitchen. Okay, so I'm taking my spatula and I'm looking under here. They're not browning yet, which is good, because I don't want them to, because I need this to be done. Okay. I want these to saute up nicely. Just moving them around, getting them coated. Okay. Like I said, this is going to be a vegetarian's delight, this meal. I don't know if a true vegetarian eats eggs, but I know a lot of them do. But if you wanted to, you could put chopped ham in this. You could put bacon in it. You could basically do whatever you want. You could change these vegetables up and make it anything you want to make it. That's the beauty of it. Okay. Moving that around. Right? You want to keep it round. Keep it round. Keeping it real and round. Okay. So take a look at that. I want to make sure that it's not browning. Nope. It's not browning and it's not sticking. That could be a problem. Okay, so I'm going to turn the heat up on this. Back to high. Because I need to have this to start to brown and to start to stick together for me. Now, you're watching this and this is real time, so which is really good. Okay, and this is the test kitchen. Okay? My vegetables are smelling marvelous. Absolutely marvelous. Okay, and they're starting to get soft. So I'm going to start adding my spinach. Okay, spinach looks like a lot when it goes in, but all this spinach will make less than a half a cup. Okay. Watch how this goes down. See that? See how it's going down? Look at those colors though. There are 4 colors in there. Look at that. Look how that just went down. Okay, my potatoes making some noise, and I really need for it to start sticking together for me, so I can flip it or turn it. Flipping it in my house is a tough thing to do because I don't want oil flying all over the place. Last time I did that, I got oil splattered everywhere, so my wife wasn't happy with that, and I wasn't happy with it, so we're not going to do that again. Okay, now you see these veggies? These are okay. Look at that. Absolutely beautiful. Look at the colors of those. That's absolutely nice. Okay. Let's get this potato. Okay. The potato's moving around, and if I was in a restaurant, I would flip this, but I'm not going to flip it in my house. You know what? And this is the test kitchen, so a lot of you can flip it. I'm almost tempted to do it. You know, and the way to do that would be to drain the oil out and then flip it. But you see this here now, these veggies are done. So I'm going to turn them, leave them over to the side. Okay? I like to flip it and show you, you know, because the way it's moving, I know I could do it. But See how it's turning around? How the whole thing is moving? I can give that a flip if I drain the oil out of it. But not a lot of people are confident at home to do that. So I want to show you the way to do this, excuse me, in your own home. Okay, my potatoes are starting to brown on the bottom there. Okay, so what I got to do is I'm only going to use these 2 saute pans. So I'm going to take this mixture and put it into this. I'll be back in 1 second. Let me show you what to do now. I got that potato. I got that potato there. And I have a ramekin. Okay? I'm going to put the ramekin down, and I have my camera facing the wrong direction. But what I want to show you is I'm going to pour this oil off of the potato into the ramekin, okay? Because I don't want that hot oil flying around and burning anybody. Okay? And now you take your empty pan and you put it over the top of that like so. I should do this over the sink, but I want to do this on camera. See, now what I'm doing is I got my potato there, I'm cupping it here, and I turned it over. See that? So now I have my brown potato, my potato that's brown, done there, back on the fire. Take the rest of the oil, pour it back around the rim so it gets underneath it. Okay? And put it in that way. Okay? Then move it around so you can make sure that the oil gets under there so it doesn't stick, even though you're using a non-stick pan. Okay? And if you don't think you have enough oil, just add a little bit around the rim and let it get in there. Okay, there we go. We got it moving. Now this is the best part of this dish, is this potato in here. This is what makes this frittata. Okay? Okay. So now this is going to go in the oven and bake the rest of the time. Okay? So you want to make sure that your potato's in there and it's movable. You can move it. You don't want it sticking. Okay, see what we got going here. Okay? Take your egg mixture. Like I said, beat that more up. Beat it up. Okay? And then pour it all around. Put that in the sink. Then take all your veggies and put them all around and move them around. See this here? Put all of them in. Look how pretty that is. Okay? Okay, I got my oven preheated at 375 like I told you. And we're going to keep this on the fire till it starts to set up. Then we're going to put it on the middle shelf in the oven. And when it comes out, I will tell you exactly how long we had this in the oven. Because I honestly don't know. I say that it's going to be in the oven a good 15 minutes. And you know what? To be on the safe side, I'm going to say let's turn this down to 325. Just to make sure we don't burn it. Okay? So now I got that beautiful brown potato flipped over so the bottom side could brown. On here. Right? Putting it in the oven, on the top, everything in there, and making sure you can get around it with your spatula, kind of like giving it a setup. Okay? Look at this beautiful frittata here. Okay? Now, 5 minutes before it's done, I'm going to sprinkle some cheddar cheese on top of that and then stick it under there to finish it. And I'll show you that when it's done, okay? Okay, this is 10 minutes. I just took it out of the oven and it's sticking to the sides. This isn't one of my better Teflon pans. Okay, so I'm scraping it down and trying to get under the potato a bit. Okay? Okay, it's still soft on top. It's not completely set up. It's starting to brown a little bit on the sides. Okay, so I don't want that. So I'm going to turn the oven off on the broil. Okay, I'm going to go broil low. Okay? And now okay, it's on broil low. Okay, I'm rounding it off. It's not going to be as pretty as the last one, but it's going to be tasty. I'm going to top it with the cheddar cheese. And I'm going to use probably about 3/4 of a cup of cheddar on top of this. Okay. Okay, and I'm going to let this on broil low, and this is going to go in probably for about 3 to 4 minutes. I'll pull it out and let you know exactly. Remember, don't grab that handle after you take it out of the oven. Middle shelf. On broil low. 4 minutes. And I'm pulling the frittata out of the oven. Okay? And, oh, that's hot. That's hot stuff. Okay, I had it on a low broil for 4 minutes, melting the cheese. And remember, I had went under this with the spatula to loosen it up. This is not one of my best pans. Ow, that's hot. But no, that's good. It's not one of my best pans. I wish I would have used a better pan. But I'm going to try to take it out of the pan now. It's moving. It's coming. Oh, I gotta help it along with the spatula. Oh, it broke up just a little bit. But look at that, it's pretty nice. It's still pretty nice. So, let me get a little bit of a close-up on that. Okay, so there's the frittata. And my plating of it, well, look, some of the potato came out of the bottom, and I gotta try that. Okay, so let me back off. I'm gonna take my knife out, and I'm gonna cut it in half, and then I'm gonna cut this in thirds. Okay, and then I have a plate that has some melon on it and some green leaf lettuce as my garnish. And I'm going to come in and I'm going to take a slice of that out. And that's going to be our meal. And I'm serving this with the quickie that I just did. The soup. The French onion soup. And I will show you that together. Okay, welcome back to the quickie. Okay, the frittata was very, very good. It didn't come out exactly like I wanted to, all fluffy and nice, because I had to scrape it out, but it came out very good. That's what's left of it. I'm gonna put it on a plate and stick it in the fridge. Okay, the potato was delicious under it. I wish I could have showed it to you. We ate it. So, thumbs up on this quickie. To change it, make sure you put it in a very good Teflon pan. And maybe just a spot more oil after you flip the potato. Thank you.
Show these girls that I own them. Some call me Mickey and some call me Roman. Skeezer, please, I'm in a visa. Whoa, just like and I need my own sneaker. Sexy, sexy, that's all I do. If you need a bad bitch, let me call up yo. I'm someone and I'm living many services out. I see some good girls, I'ma turn them out. Okay, bottle, sip, bottle, guzzle. I'm a bad bitch, no muzzle. Hey, bottle, sip, bottle, guzzle. I'm a bad bitch, no muzzle.